experienced it. I've never done it again. So I really admire you guys so much for the work you do with this group. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your leadership. This is the first class she's had in 3 years. That's exciting. To the middle school graduates, I have to say, last Friday when I saw you, some of you look like you were 30 years old. It's good to see you looking 13 and 14 again. So I had some tough images last week anyway. So you have made the journey this far, and I say this every year. The diploma is signed in invisible ink. You still have exams next week. It's not over yet, so keep working hard until you finish it. This has been you guys have had a lot of fun together. It was fun to watch you last Friday, and the times I see you. And I keep saying, you reminded me when I was in the 8th grade, doing the same knucklehead things some of you boys do. So you will grow up, I promise you, you will grow up. It's coming. But anyway, it's really great to have her right here. And I will turn it over to Mrs. Sullins now. She's has some more remarks, and it's going to be a fun night. Let's go forward. Mrs. Sullins.
Very excited to finally get to meet some of you all. I've talked to you on the phone for 3 years or 2 years or even just this year, and I had not gotten to put your face with your voice, so it's nice to meet the rest of you. We come together tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of 37 middle school graduates and all of the academias in our middle school. We are here to celebrate them as they have reached a milestone in their academic endeavors and they transition to upper school in the fall. Albert Einstein once said, education is what remains after one has forgotten what was learned in school. And I feel certain that these middle school students have learned and practiced honor and integrity throughout their middle school years. The introductions, the honor code at Webb will remain in your children's hearts and minds long after these tests have faded. Tonight, we will begin with the declamation presenters. This year it's a little different in that they have already been scored and the winners have already been chosen. And so you will see the 3 finalists tonight, and then we will present the winners. They don't know yet who's won. So if Lauren, Mary Margaret, and Iris will come to the stage at this time. From McMinnville, Tennessee, and Iris Reyes is from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
The Hidden Life of Dogs by Dave Barry was published in a column entitled What Dogs Think About in the Baltimore Sun on December 12, 1993. It is a funny and interesting story about what dogs do when they are left alone and what happens when they reveal their true nature. Dogs. Did they have a hidden life? To find out, I removed my dogs from the confined, controlled environment of our house and put them outside, where they were free to reveal their hidden life. I observed them closely for the better part of a day, and thus I'm able to reveal here, for the first time sanely, that what dogs do is try to get back inside the house. They spend most of the day pressing sad, moony faces up against the glass patio door, taking only the occasional breaks to see if it was a good idea to eat worm. Answer, no. Of course, the dogs have important and complex socio-biological reasons for wanting to get back inside the house. For one thing, the house contains the most wondrous thing in the world, the kitchen counter. One time, a piece of turkey fell off of it. The dog, still regularly, visits the spot where it landed in case it shows up again. There's an invisible dog authority. Another reason is that the house provides a better echo for barking. Dogs employ barking as a vital means of communicating important messages such as bark. Barking also serves a vital biological purpose. dog does not release a certain number of barks per day, it will back up and the dog will explode. Whenever you hear an unexplained loud noise in the distance, it's probably a dog exploding.
My story is about a 16-year-old girl named Leah who went through many hardships in her life, including losing friends and feeling unloved by her parents and just around. The result of her feelings about all of this ended in her attempting suicide. Her attempt failed, and she realized all the reasons why she was happy to be alive. She hoped to help anyone else who might be struggling with the same things that she experienced by showing them that things get better. I never thought about killing myself. It just became a condition, kind of like catching a cold. For me, I just wanted the pain to stop. It started with the usual stuff. I'm 16. I spend the summers with my mom, and during the school year, I live with my dad. I feel like an inconvenience to both of them. I was having trouble with my friends. The ones that I had not already lost to different lifestyles were unable to help me. I was alone. I felt that I wasn't even good enough to be loved by my own parents. You know how when you're really hurting, you feel like you can call the person, boyfriend or friend, and tell him or her about how much something hurts you? Well, I did call, and I was crying. I said, "It hurts too much. Please come talk to me." He said he couldn't help me, and he hung up. I went to my mom's bathroom and took a bottle of Tylenol PM, some tranquilizers, and a couple of pain pills. I will spare you the gruesome details of what followed. It was a whole new kind of pain. Physically, I puked until I couldn't move. Emotionally, I was more scared than I had ever been. I did not want to die, and luckily for me, I didn't die. But I hurt my body, and I scared and hurt a lot of people. I scared myself, but I didn't die, and I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am about that. I cringe every time someone else finds out. I did not want to write this story, but I did want to help anyone else who is in a lot of pain or who might be thinking about it. It has been 1 month since that night, and I've laughed at least 500 times. I have a new therapist who really cares about me, and we're making real progress in building up my self-confidence. She is also helping my mom and dad be better parents. I have a new friend who's been through some hard stuff herself, and we know what it means to be there for someone you care about. I worked things out with a couple of my old friends, and now we're closer than ever. Life gets really hard sometimes, and really painful. But I'm learning now. Learning how to accept, forgive, and love myself. I'm learning that things change. Pain does go away, and happiness is the other side. Although the pain comes back, so does the happiness.
Microsoft, the world's largest PC software company, was launched by Bill Gates, a man well known across the globe. His essay, Unleashing the Power of Creativity, inspires us to use the opportunities we are given and to make a difference. He shows that by working hard and using our imagination, we can achieve the impossible. I've always been an optimist, and I suppose that is rooted in my belief that the power of creativity and intelligence can make the world a better place. For as long as I can remember, I've loved learning new things and solving problems. So when I sat down at a computer for the first time in 7th grade, I was hooked. It was a clunky old teletype machine, and it could barely do anything compared to the computers we have today. But it changed my life. Like my friend, Warren Buffett, I feel particularly lucky to do something every day that I love to do. He calls it tap dancing to work. My job at Microsoft is as challenging as ever, but what makes me tap dance to work is when we show people something new, like a computer that can recognize your handwriting, or your speech, or one that can store a lifetime's worth of photos. And they say, "I didn't know you could do that with a PC." But for all the cool things that a person can do with a PC, there are lots of other ways we can put our creativity and intelligence to work to improve our world. There are still far too many people in the world whose most basic needs go unmet. Every year, for example, millions of people die from diseases that are easy to prevent or treat in the developed world. I'm still very much an optimist, and I believe that progress deadly diseases, new diagnostic tools, and new attention paid to the health problems in the developing world. I'm excited by the possibilities I see for medicine, for education, and of course, for technology. And I believe that through our natural inventions, creativity, and willingness to solve tough problems, we're going to make some amazing achievements in all these areas in my life.
This time I'll ask you all to return to your seats and we'll present the winners in a little while. Mr. Hines, why don't you get the curtain open? In the middle school, about 13 people will come up to the stage. So this time we're going to begin the book awards, and tonight Mr. McCready is going to present Mr. Nichols. And so you all will have to take Mr. McCready.
For excellence in art, Natalie Taylor. For excellence in pottery, Ivan Walker. I'm also presenting for Mr. Swafford, who's not able to be here tonight. For excellence in Chinese 1, Caden Tepawong. For excellence in 8th grade English, in 8th grade history, and in 8th grade wellness, and French 1B, these go to Zoe Nicholson. For excellence in 8th grade history and 8th grade science, these go to Pratham Patel. These are for my advisees. I've had the privilege of sharing an advisee group with Sue Wood for these past 3 years. It's been a great pleasure and a great honor. And for our advisees, for excellence in ELL Literature A, the prize goes to Andrei Pakasov. For excellence in grade 6 Spanish passport, the award goes to Harry Thomas. And for excellence in grade 6 math, grade 6 science, and strings 1, the award goes to Mike Ham.
For excellence in 8th grade art, Miles Simon. For excellence in 8th grade pre-algebra, Simon Senchek. For excellence in 6th grade humanities and 6th grade focus, London Summers. And for excellence in Spanish 1, Luke Ledbetter.
For excellence in 7th grade English, Bailey Brock. For excellence in 7th grade English and 7th grade Geography, Abby Hagan. For excellence in Algebra 1, Latin 1, and 8th grade art, Nastia Smolov. For excellence in 7th grade English, 7th grade Geography, and Chinese 1A, Hayden Jones.
For excellence in Algebra 1, Jessica Lowe. For excellence in 8th grade history, 8th grade art, Algebra 1, and Spanish 2, Vilda Westblom. And for excellence in 7th grade art, Autumn Swanson. grade Chinese passport, Brianna Cumberbatch. Sorry. Also, 6th grade humanities.
For excellence in art, this goes to Louis Fowler. For excellence in seventh grade geography, 7th grade pre-algebra, and 7th grade art, this goes to Carter Sutherland. For excellence in Algebra 1, this goes to Nathan Zink. For excellence in 6th grade focus and 6th grade pottery, this goes to Willa Kate Chapman. For excellence and outstanding work in Algebra 1, this goes to Ben Greenberg. For excellence in Art 7, this goes to Jenny Yang. Ms. Boynton.
For excellence in Science 7, Geography 7, Pre-Algebra 7, French 1A, this award is presented to Carly Biflin. For excellence in Passport 6 and Pottery, this award is presented to Hannah Jocelyn. For excellence in English 8, History 8, Art 8, Algebra 1, and Latin 1, I'm pleased to present this award to Caroline Moore. For excellence in English 7, Science 7, Geography 7, Pre-Algebra 7, Intermediate Strings, and French 1A, I'm pleased to present this award to Ava Foley.
Tonight, I'm honored to recognize Jessie Jocelyn for Spanish 1. For excellence in 06 Humanities, Kylie Parsons. For excellence in 06 Humanities, Ellie Ray Noko. For excellence in 06 French Passport, 06 Chinese Passport, 06 Math, and 06 Science, Camille McCaney. For excellence in Algebra 1 and 08 Science, Leon Steele. For excellence in Strings 1, Patrick Sissa. So at this time, I'm going to recognize our spelling bee winners. If you are present, please come forward tonight. Ben Greenberg. First place speller, Vilda Westlawn. Second place, Zoe Nicholson. So let's give them another hand for their wonderful. Now we'll have our mental math competition winner, Mr. Grayson Roan. If you'll please come. And the Roans have a legacy, is that correct, Mr. Mitchell? Congratulations to all. Thank you. This time, Ms. Northrup will present the Latin award.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored every year to present the E.B. Tucker Latin Prize. This is probably the coolest part of my job. This is, no joke, a $100 bill. It's given in honor of E.B. Tucker, who is a former middle school Latin teacher at the Webb School, who was formative and like one of our alumni. So he's given this $100 bill to the 8th grader with the highest average in Latin 1 every year. So that's pretty sweet, right? So if you're in 7th grade and you're not sure what language you want to take, okay, a $100 bill might fit nicely in your wallet. Here's your opportunity. This year I had a whole section of middle schoolers in Latin 1. It was a really, really awesome experience, and I'm so grateful for all of you who participated. But this year's $100 E.B. Tucker Latin Prize winner is Caroline.
Thank you, Ms. Northrup. Ms. Cordell now has a presentation.
This young lady was sick as a dog when we called on her to perform Snoopy in Charlie Brown, so I guess it didn't matter. She did a terrific job. Bailey Brock.
At this time, we're going to give our biggest 8th grade award, and Ms. Wyndham will be presenting it tonight.
The Aaron A. Hinkle Award is given to the 8th grade student who, by achievement and example, has done the most for the Webb School. This year, we honor a Webb gentleman for this award based on the comments written by his teachers. He is a gentleman and a scholar. He is interested in leading his class by example. He has always dedicated himself to being a good person, always courteous. The winner of the Hinkle Award this year goes to Luke Ledbetter.
At this time, Ms. Boynton will present the winners of the declamation contest, which were held a month ago.
Okay, as Ms. Solon said, we conducted our declamation contest a little bit differently this year, and the students did the contest and their placement was chosen at that point. So I would like to recognize Iris Reyes as the third place winner. Mary Margaret Stanley, second place winner. And our first place winner, Aaron McCray. Thank you.
I asked the middle school faculty to stay on stage this year, and it's not something that we normally do, because tonight we are honoring 2 of our own who are very special to us. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Pryor to come to the stage.
Good evening. It's been a wonderful night. Really enjoyed it. I get the distinct pleasure tonight to recognize 2 of our own. Larry Nichols, Sue Wood. They're going to remain seated, but they're right here. The Webb School, I came here in 1994. 2 of the first friends that I made sitting right here. And 24 years later, they're still friends, and I hope they'll be friends for 24 plus many more years. The Webb School is a collection of icons. We have many teachers that are icons. Several of them here on the stage that you see. These are 2. Larry Nichols has been here 32 years. Prior to that, I think he was serving time in prison. Larry came from life of public service and went into teaching and came to Webb School and has held many positions. He was the admissions director for a while. Went back to the classroom. Sue has been here 27 years? 28 years. 28 years, and Sue was the original studio art teacher, and then he changed over to pottery and studio art. And Sue and Larry used to both, well, Larry still does. Sue used to teach in the big room, in the basement, and Larry did. So if you've ever driven around the back, maybe pick up your child from the bus or get them to the bus, you'll notice a little brick building. You probably didn't know what it was. It's a teacher's lounge. And Larry and Sue made that a really happening place when I was first working here before we moved Sue up to the Fine Arts Building. But it has been named at a ceremony yesterday held in their honor at the library. It is now the Wood and Nickel Teacher's Lounge. Forever to be known as the Wood and Nickel Teacher's Lounge, because Larry insisted on it being called Wood and Nickel's Lounge for the last 5 years. But Larry and Sue both have taught upper school and middle school. I get that opportunity. Several of us do. Some are just middle school teachers. But I'll tell you, I'm not speaking for them, I'm speaking for myself. I relish teaching middle school students. They still ask those questions of why and tell me more. Sometimes high school, they get beat down by college entrances and AP exams and SAT and ACT. Middle schoolers are pretty far away from that. And just the joy of learning and the joy of discovery that you see in their eyes, I know has helped me and helped these two people stay young for many years. So we're very fortunate to have them. They're leaving this year. Could still be in the neighborhood, so we expect to see them around a bit. But I believe we have something for them, and we'll have one of our young men, like young Andrew McGrady, take it down to them. But